Front-end web development is the development of the graphical user interface of a website through the use of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript so users can view and interact with that website. Tools used for front-end development. There are several tools and platforms, such as WordPress, Joomla, and Drupal, available that can be used to develop the front end of a website. Hypertext Markup Language, HTML. Hypertext Markup Language, HTML, is the modern standard for displaying and structuring web content across the Internet. 6. HTML defines what elements will be displayed on a website, and how they will be arranged. All major web browsers are designed to interpret HTML, and most modern websites serve HTML to the user. 7. Hypertext is text displayed on a computer with references to other text. These references, or links, are termed hyperlinks. When an Internet user interacts with a hyperlinked item, the website serves the user the linked data. This data can be another HTML web page, JavaScript, or anything else. The latest major release of HTML is HTML5, originally published on October 28, 2014 as a W3C recommendation. Cascading Style Sheets, CSS. Cascading Style Sheets, CSS, control the presentation and style of a website. CSS uses a cascading system to resolve style conflicts by applying style rules based on specificity, inheritance, and importance. Media queries allow for adjustments to the site's layout and appearance depending on factors such as screen size and resolution. CSS can be applied in 3 ways. External style sheets linked in an HTML file, internal blocks, or inline within individual elements. JavaScript, JS. JavaScript is an event-based imperative programming language, as opposed to HTML's declarative language model, that is used to transform a static HTML page into a dynamic interface. JavaScript code can use the Document Object Model, DOM, provided by the HTML standard, to manipulate a web page in response to events, like user input. Using a technique called AJAX, JavaScript code can also actively retrieve content from the web, independent of the original HTML page retrieval, and also react to server-side events as well, adding a truly dynamic nature to the web page experience. WebAssembly. WebAssembly, supported by all the major browsers, i.e. from the major vendors Google, Apple, Mozilla and Microsoft, is the only alternative to JavaScript for running code in web browsers, without the help of plugins, such as Flash, Java or Silverlight, all being discontinued, as browsers are dropping plugin support. Prior to its adoption, there was asm.js, a subset of JavaScript, and thus strictly works in all browsers. That's also used as a compiler target with efficient support in browsers such as Internet Explorer 11. And for such browsers that do not support WebAssembly directly, it can be compiled to asm.js and those browsers supported that way. Generally speaking, programmers do not program in WebAssembly, or asm.js, directly, but use languages such as Rust, C or C++, or in theory any language that compiled to it. Goals for development. The developer of the front end keeps these points in mind, utilizing available tools and techniques to reach this end. Accessibility. With continuing development for mobile devices, such as smartphones and tablets, designers need to ensure that their site comes up correctly in browsers on all devices. This can be done by creating a responsive web design using style sheets in CSS. Performance. Performance goals are chiefly concerned with render time, manipulating the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to ensure that the site opens up quickly. Speedy development. This technology enables speedy development and saves time. TypeScript. Superset of JavaScript, and it's a strict language. Frameworks and libraries in front-end development. Frameworks and libraries are collections of pre-written code that developers can use to perform common tasks. They provide a structured and standardized way to build web applications, and often come with built-in functionalities for common tasks, such as handling user input, managing state, and interacting with APIs. Frameworks, like Angular and Vue.js, provide a comprehensive approach to building web applications. They offer a complete toolset, including a template language, a compiler, a module system, and an HTTP client. They also enforce a specific structure for the application, which can lead to more maintainable and scalable code. Libraries, on the other hand, are more flexible. They provide functions for specific tasks, but they don't enforce a specific structure for the application. This allows developers to pick and choose the parts they need and integrate them into their existing codebase. Examples of libraries include React and jQuery. Benefits of using frameworks and libraries. In the ever-evolving world of front-end development, frameworks and libraries have become essential tools for developers. They provide a structured foundation that can simplify the development process and enhance the overall quality of the code. By leveraging these tools, developers can create more robust, efficient, and maintainable applications. The use of frameworks and libraries is not just a trend. It's a practical approach that brings tangible benefits to both developers and end users. Let's explore some of the key benefits speeding up development time. By providing pre-written code for common tasks, frameworks and libraries eliminate the need to write the same code from scratch. This allows developers to focus on the unique aspects of their application, rather than the boilerplate code. Enforcing best practices and promoting code consistency. Frameworks and libraries help enforce coding best practices and promote consistency across the project. This leads to more maintainable and scalable code, which is especially important for large projects with multiple developers. Community support. Frameworks and libraries often come with robust community support. This means that if you encounter a problem or need help, you can turn to the community for assistance. This can be a valuable resource for learning and problem-solving. Popular front-end frameworks and their features. There are several popular front-end frameworks that developers commonly use. These include React. Developed by Facebook, React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It's known for its virtual DOM, which improves performance by minimizing direct manipulation of the HTML DOM. Angular. Developed by Google, Angular is a full-featured framework for building complex web applications. It offers features like two-way data binding, dependency injection, and a modular architecture. Vue.js. Vue.js is a progressive framework for building user interfaces. It's designed to be easy to adopt, allowing developers to integrate it into projects incrementally. Essential front-end libraries and their use cases. In addition to frameworks, there are several essential libraries that front-end developers should be familiar with. jQuery. jQuery is a fast, small, and feature-rich JavaScript library. It simplifies tasks like HTML document traversal and manipulation, event handling, and AJAX. Lodash. Lodash is a JavaScript utility library that provides helpful methods for manipulation and combination of arrays, objects, and strings. D3.js. D3.js is a library for creating data visualizations with web standards. It gives you the full capabilities of modern browsers without tying yourself to a proprietary framework. Considerations for choosing the right framework or library. Choosing the right framework or library is a critical decision that can significantly impact the success of a project. It requires careful consideration of various factors to ensure that the chosen technology aligns with the project's goals and the team's capabilities. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you make an informed decision. Assess project requirements. Understand the specific needs and objectives of the project. Consider factors like performance, scalability, and functionality. Evaluate team expertise. Consider the team's familiarity and comfort level with the technology. Choose a framework or library that aligns with the team's skill set. Analyze size and complexity. Determine the size and complexity of the project. Select a technology that is suitable for the project's scope and complexity. Research community and support. Investigate the community and support around the technology. Look for active forums, documentation, and community contributions. Consider the learning curve. Evaluate the learning curve associated with the technology. Consider how it may impact development time and the ease of onboarding new developers. Test and experiment. If possible, conduct a small pilot project or experiment with the technology to assess its suitability for your project. By following these steps, you can make a more informed decision that takes into account the unique aspects of your project and team. Remember, the right choice of framework or library can streamline development, enforce best practices, and contribute to the overall success of the project. Don't hesitate to seek input from team members and consult with experts in the field to ensure that you make the best choice for your specific needs. Front-end development has evolved significantly over the years, and the use of frameworks and libraries has become a standard practice. They not only speed up the development process but also help in writing clean, maintainable code. However, it's essential to choose the right tool based on the project's requirements, the team's expertise, and the tool's community support. Whether you choose a framework like Angular, React, or Vue.js, or prefer to use libraries like jQuery or Lodash, the goal is to create efficient, user-friendly web applications. As the world of front-end development continues to evolve, staying updated with the latest frameworks and libraries will be crucial for any developer. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to choosing a framework or library. It's about finding the right tool for the job. So, explore, experiment, and choose the one that best fits your project's needs and your team's skills.